So genuinely, this could be the best 1080p projector on the market you can buy. Design-wise, this thing is insanely beautiful, and it's even got Harman Kardon speakers built right into the base. Stick around, this one's going to be interesting. This is the Jumper EZ3 Pro, running on the Intel Apollo Lake N3450, has a 13.3 inch IPS 1080p display, featuring 6GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, and it has dual band Wi-Fi. Learn more at the link in the video description. Now, due to the cost and the value of this product, I thought I'd share with you the unboxing experience, see if it is worth it. Check the video description or the top of the description or the comment section. I'll tag in different time codes. Inside all that packaging, I found this teeny tiny little white box, and at first I wasn't quite sure what it was until you pull it out, and then you realise this is a multi-adapter, so you can actually adapt your plug from US, UK and Europe, all slotted together lovelily in this nice clear plastic housing. So I genuinely thought that was a nice little touch. You don't get that very often. If there was an award for the heaviest projector ever, hands down, this thing weighs like almost 5 kilos. That's ridiculous. Now, as you would expect, the retail packaging is clean cut and it looks really crisp. Black design with the XGIMI logo. It's got full HD sticker, 3D, all of that good stuff. On the top of the box, you can see it's got the CES sticker. It won back-to-back awards in 2016 and this year as well. So yeah, really nice crisp design. So here we go, guys. Lifting it up. You can actually feel the weight of the cardboard. Oh, wow. Now, this thing looks really, really good. Genuinely looks awesome. The top of it has got like a little curvature around the side. It's really a case of if looks could kill. Continuing with the unboxing experience, the presentation of this thing is fantastic. There is literally a drawer, and it's like really thick plastic, and it's got this little brown cotton tab, and there's 3 compartments beautifully laid out. You can see a power brick, you can see a cable, and you can see the remote control. Again, I'm loving this. So guys, I'm going to freeball this. Let's do the unboxing of the 3 boxes. So in box number 1 we get the actual power brick to power the XGIMI H1. In box number 2 is a picture of a cable, which is a cable to power that brick, which will power the projector. So remember, you got that multi-adapter to suit whatever country you're in. And lastly, we get the really slimline box, which has got a picture of a remote control, and I thought it was a cable. We're going to quickly do the unboxing, and here you go. So you get a little micro USB cable. They've even got the X-branded XGIMI brand name on the cable, and here's that awesome remote, all metal, feels absolutely fantastic, really slim profile, and honestly the best projector remote I've ever actually held in my hand. It's got a big circle in the middle. I'll see how well that directional thing works. And this remote control, there's a little hole here, so I'd assume this will be a reset switch if anything ever freezes, but on the bottom you've got a reset switch via a little pinhole. We've also got micro USB charging, and there's a little switch. Now we'll figure out what that switch does later on in the video. And lastly, we've got the XGIMI H1 itself. What I forgot to mention, you also get warranty period. Check the video description, it'll give you all of that details. You also get what you get with a smartphone, a little pin to reset the actual projector or remote if it ever freezes. The instruction manual is like pretty much non-existent because all the help info is within the projector. So yeah, nice little touch. Now while you guys are physically looking at the device, let me tell you the guts of this thing are no joke. It's being powered by MStar 6829. I think it's a 6829, which happens to be a Cortex A17, a quad-core CPU that's clocked up to 1.75 GHz. It's got a dedicated GPU in the form of a Mali 760 MP4, and the main thing, this thing has got 3 GB of RAM, as opposed to those cheap Android TV boxes that have 1 or 2, so this thing has got a lot of power behind it. And I get asked this so many times, finally I can say yes, this projector, this CPU, this chipset will support decoding of Dolby DTS. There you go, awesome. So let's start off with the bass. Now as you can see, you've got the 2 vibrating diaphragms. Now what they will do, they will enhance the bass. Now this is all this Harman Kardon goodness coming in. Plenty of venting. Now some of it will be for the whole surround sound experience that this thing can actually do. Now it just looks fantastic. It's got 4 thick rubber feet, and that grey colour along with that black mid-tone looks fantastic. Again, the beauty of this XGIMI H1 really just continues through. Looking at the front, you can see that speaker. Now the speaker wraps around all 3 sides. It's got the Harman Kardon logo because XGIMI partnered with them. What I've just done with this lens cap, it's not just to actually project an image and use the projector, that sliding lens cap acts as a power on and off button as well. I can't get this stupid little piece of plastic off and it's bugging me. I must get it off. You can obviously use the remote control to actually power it off, but then you still have to close the lens cap, but closing that will turn the projector on and off. Brilliant. Now if we flick over to the front of the projector, matte black finish with this nice little glossy strip. Now you have got some button selections. You can fast forward, you can rewind, you can play and pause, and along the two end of the shiny glossy strip you've got the volume up and down, and you've also got a favourite button with the heart shape, so your favourite apps, your favourite videos, whatever's stored in it, it'll take you to that list. I love the little dented part in the middle, really nice design. So as we flick around to check out the port selection, you can see this grated look, and there's two big venting cutouts. Let me just focus this. So the first port that we find is a headphone in. Now this has got a shielded metal ring around it, so that's a nice touch. And then you've also got your USB 2.0, you've got your optical in and your LAN port. We also have two HDMI ports, the first of which on the left side is a standard one, and the second one does have ARC support. And lastly there's a USB 3.0 port right there, and then the first thing on the bottom is your power input. Now I'm still like mesmerized by how good this thing looks. So with all that said, let's go fire it up and we'll do a quick little video test, and then we'll do a lot more testing in part 2. Oh, by the way, I figured out what the little flick switch on the remote was. Now as soon as you flick that remote switch, that will literally enable you to use that diagonal button on the remote to actually control your focus. So there you go. So before we could begin, we had to pair the remote control with the projector, which involved literally about 5 seconds of pressing a couple of buttons. Show you the environment. I've got the light on, I've got a 52-inch TV, or 42-inch TV, sorry, and a lamp on, and I've got the big screen down. Now look at the actual brightness level in a fully lit room. This is ridiculous. So this is definitely a daytime projector, so I am genuinely impressed so far. So here's the rest of the room. You can see that it doesn't lose its clarity. As far as the projector input, we've got the Ethernet plugged in, and we've got a USB. We're going to be plugging it into the Virgin Media TV box, and we're also going to be testing it with our K12 Android TV box as well. So let's begin. So firstly, starting off with our usual noise test, this is what you can expect. So we're right next to the projector and it's barely going over 29, 31 at a push. Now you guys know me, I'm constantly swapping over projectors because I've got so many of them to test, but I think I've finally found the projector that's going to actually stay. So this is the settings menu, and as you can see, if you go into LED luminance, you can actually change it from a custom set to movie, office, whatever kind of environment that you want, and you can have a dynamic mode as well, which is fantastic. And there is definitely a discernible difference in the actual light levels, so yeah, definitely usable in an office environment under some kind of light. We've also got the mode setup. We'll have a look at that in a moment, but here it is. This is the main bit. So this is the stepless zooming. So the projector can be adjusted from 16:9 or even that hybrid 16:10 projector resolution. You've also got stepless zooming, so as you can see, you can actually vary it from 0 to 100, I believe. So there you go, that's the smallest, and that's going to be, if I bring it back again, but you can see the clarity. But yeah, the remote's actually working really nice as well. But let me bring it back a little bit for you guys, and you can see, yeah, so that is really smooth. So I'm genuinely impressed by this. So yeah, nice. And when you go into setting 2, the correction angles are actually really good. And you're almost like limitless in the possibility of where you place it, and to get that perfect alignment, it's pretty damn good as well. So can't really complain much on here either. So as you can see, it is stepless, and you can actually adjust it slow or big, or just hold on to it and zooming down, and it will eventually catch up. So yeah, really good. Plenty of other settings within the menu: horizontal zoom, vertical zoom, and you can actually, as you can see, again, this works absolutely fine. So yeah. Now another notable feature that I actually wasn't expecting was the ability to actually create a Wi-Fi hotspot, and it's also got support for Miracast, AirPlay and D-ILA. You can switch them on and off as you please. Connection settings, general settings, sound settings, projector settings, about the projector. You can also reorientate the boot drive, boot orientation, sorry. So if you got HDMI 1, HDMI 2, USB, you can also manage all of that good stuff as well. So yeah, and within the within the home screen you've got other options as well, so you can add a lot more options, and you can go ahead and clear all the opened apps just like you would do on a tablet or smartphone. So as usual, that's enough of me jabbering on, so enjoy the little montage I put together. Now all of the sources come from either the Virgin TV box, an Android TV box, or directly playing YouTube through the actual projector. Enjoy!
Okay, roger that. You drive safe.
So guys, I hope you really enjoyed that. I really enjoyed making this. This video took a little bit more effort than usual because there was a lot of clips and I wanted to check it out and I wanted to make sure that this was like as good as they claimed. Now in the next video we're going to take a look at gaming performance through a PC, through an Xbox. We're also going to delve into the menu more, and we're also going to do a luminance test using a light meter and see exactly how good this thing really is. But from what I've seen, I'm really impressed. So if you want my recommendation and you've got the money, then I would definitely get this over any of the other projectors I've tested on the channel. Gearbest are kindly sending us over the Z4 version of the XGIMI projector, so we're going to be taking a look at that soon. So if you feel like being awesome and supporting the channel, we're edging towards 5k strong, so I'll be doing another giveaway. Please leave a like, leave a comment, and I'm going to hit you up with links in the video description for the XGIMI H1 along with an offer code. I'll see you soon.